Peace, what up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is STS in the Zone, or basically presenting you a simple review. I just watched this film. I got the whole collection, by the way. I got 4 movies of each of the film. I got the original, and then there's the 3 sequels. This film, I've heard about it, and as a kid, is another horror movie. You can say that I always want to see. Is the cover art and shit, and all these movies are rated PG-13, and I mean, cool. There's Gremlins came up before. Gremlins is alright. I haven't seen the second Gremlins. I've seen the first Gremlins. It's okay, you know, but right here, Critters. There's the DVD. Well, it's the same thing. I got the Critter collection, and I just got done watching Critters 1, and I got the other 3 I'm gonna do as well. I got this Thor, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, I thought, oh, this is a blind thing. You know, I always want to see it and stuff. But I had so much fun watching this film. I was enjoying the whole damn time. I loved it, and I've seen Gremlins before. They did at the library. I also had Ghoulies 1 and 2, and I should have got Ghoulies again. I should have got Ghoulies 2, but I didn't do it. And I should have. I was so pissed off because of that, because of these little horror comedy. Because it is a horror comedy. This was in 1987. Let's see here. I use my Wikipedia. I know I use Wikipedia. Sorry, I know some of it's may not be accurate, but I don't have time to get on anything else right here. But well, I know about the furry things, the Krites. You know, the critters, or basically the Krites. It was a pretty good film. I mean, this is 1987, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, it combines horror, science fiction, and comedy. 1986, even Siskel and Ebert gave it a thumbs up, and I gave it a thumbs up too. I mean, it's just these critters are fucking hilarious when they're killing people and they're chopping people down. It's not. They remind me of the Minions. You know, the Minions. You know, it's just. And one thing I love about the characteristics of these fuckers is they do like a kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog when they're running. They roll fur balls around them. That's how they move. It's like, what the hell? Sonic the Hedgehog got in this horror film. But in 1986, I think it was again. Let's see, 1986. 1986 film with Dee Wallace-Stone. Here's the name again. Dee Wallace-Stone, Emmet Walsh, Billy Green Rush, Scott Grimes, Naveen Vidard Vale. It was executive producer from Robert Shea. You know, a very quick side note, not talking about Critters. Sneeze here. Rest in peace, Wes Craven. And I'll probably do a movie for him, one of his movies in the future on. But this is a pretty cool film, though, and I gotta sneeze again. It all starts out. I'm trying to remember because I watched it last night. It all starts out going as a prison, some sector place. I'm trying to remember what the prison was called, but it's in outer space or something. Yeah, it all begins in a prison set around on an asteroid, which a group of the Krites are said to be transported to their station. But when they kill 2 different station guards, they end up stealing. They hijack a ship from the station, and so they go to Earth. And then the commander of the station hires these 2 shape-shifting bounty hunters to get them. And they have these faces. There was no face, and there's no expression. And I'm like, oh wow! And I thought that was pretty cool with the special effects on that. And then that's just what it. God damn it! There's my screen being loud. I need that screen. Hold on, guys. I got the light. But they end up going there, so that's one part of the thing. I like the space. So we didn't get to see them yet. We just knew that we saw them, that they hijacked the ship. But we saw the bounty hunters. Then it goes on to this family with Dee Wallace-Stone. She's the mother. She's the chick from Cujo, the woman, and the Howland she's in. The Brown family. You know, they live in Kansas City. They live in Kansas, the country, whatnot. And it's of Jay, the dad, Helen. Jay sounds like Jay the father. He seems like a prick. I mean, I don't understand how people can. Like, he's a prick, but then again, all dads were like that. My dad's like that too. But you got Jay, like I said, the mother Helen was Dee Wallace-Stone. They have a teenage daughter Helen, and then April. I said Helen twice, and their son Brad. He's the little one. And it's just all this shit, comes up. But some of this thing is though this film was. I fell asleep actually in the first couple of film. So I didn't remember this part with the asteroid because I did not see how they got up there. So they basically, they landed because I didn't even see how they got to the Browns' residence place. They actually got on there and the roof, whatever. And I was about to say fuck this film because I fell asleep but I only slept like 5-6 minutes. I just fell asleep. I woke back up, but they just coming in, they terrorize when they finally they're in the basement and Jay goes down there and I think and he checks it and then these things come out and he's biting and chewing these motherfucking guys' shoulder. Or whatever. I thought it was a funny death. It was a funny. There's some kills you can laugh. I mean, not even just at a regular horror film, but as it was this horror comedy, science fiction kind of way. It was funny as hell just to watch this guy getting chomped on, and he didn't die. I'm surprised they never had him die. He gets chopped down, but there is some kills. Then we go towards. It goes back to the bounty hunters coming to and what they can do is they when their spaceships head on Earth. They watch videos like upon knowledge of what to adapt to our culture, and then there's a video of a band. I don't know what his fucking name is. It's like a band. Yeah, Terrence Mansell. Oh, okay. Terrence Mann's also, he's UG or something. Well, that's one of the bounty hunters. Well, he ends up watching this Johnny Steele music video, and he's like, "Oh, it keeps." So he's after that, and then his face starts to shift, and so he basically clones himself after the Johnny Steele, so people think he's John Steele. And then he has this other guy who's the preacher, who ships it to him. And I thought that was well. First, the second bounty hunter, he shapeshifted twice. He was the police officer Charlie, and then he turned to the preacher, the Reverend. So, if you hear noise in the background, it's my son, and he sounds like a critter. And I didn't even realize Billy Zane was in this film. Who was Billy Zane? I did not know that. Well, Billy Zane was in it. I forgot he was in it too, but I didn't really see his character or anything. But these bounty hunters kick ass. That's one thing I like about this film is the bounty hunters. And I found out that the first two career films is based with the bounty hunters. And Terrence Mann, who played Johnny Steele, he's going to be in the second one as well. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait to watch that one. But every scene these bounty hunters in, they're just badass, and they got these fucking big ass fucking canyon guns, which is they just go after the crites or the critters, and I thought that was awesome. But the critters they did end up killing one of the the daughter's boyfriend because they were all fooling around the barn about to have some sexy or something, and then the critters came and said nope. I just like when they run and when they're rolling with I feel like there comes Sonic the Hedgehog, evil Sonic. I thought that was awesome, but then the bounty the scenes with the bounty hunters they looked all cool as hit and they attack and they go to the bar because they're trying to find, we're here for the Krites. They go everywhere, they don't know where they at. They say, we're here for the Krites. And they go in the damn bar and shit, and they fight with everybody. They're like, ooh, look at these guys, this ain't Halloween. They just so badass. This is how we need to be towards people. Like, who the hell are these people? Fuck them. We're ourselves, you know, and I fucking enjoyed that shit. They ended up having a big critter who we didn't see, basically. I think we saw the back of him, but but on the screenshot of this review, it'll be, I'm having the original cover. I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna use the big critter, which I used to have a shirt from my Aristotle Barrowlands parody off of it. But I just loved this film. They ended up coming into the Browns' house. They destroyed this motherfucking house, shooting at the Krites. I think that was like one of the scenes in the world. And then there's like a scene, which one of my favorite scenes is when he's with them. The bounty hunters just get there and they're finding the Krites and they're going after them and shit. And then there's a bathroom where one's hiding in the toilet and their little boy Brad's like, look out! And he just pops out the toilet and the Johnny Steele looks and he just puts the toilet up and he just at point blank range. Oh my god! Like, they don't give a shit. They just destroyed this motherfucking house. The Browns film's gonna be livid, but it's that saves. But then later on, they end up getting their ship, but then Brad threw some dynamite, and then but then after that they just blew up their house. And they're like, the minion kind of voice, and then but they had that dynamite in there, and they're like, and psh, it's awesome. And at the very end, you know, it had Brad saying, "Hey, thank you" to the bounty hunters, and he got it. He came with his phone and he said, "Hey," he's like, "Call me," you know. And then they leave, and then the next day comes there. The sheriff comes up there with him and goes to takes him back, and then all of a sudden that space phone he got rings or something like that, and then all of a sudden, miraculously, their house rewinds itself back together. Like it's all destroyed, but then it rewinds. It just keeps up and overbuilds itself. I thought that was awesome as shit. And then they just go back inside, and then at the very last, the cliffhanger. There's babies there, so I don't know how that happened. There was some female males and left some eggs, or they just left there just have it. And there was 3 of them, so that gives you a point for second too. Which the second one will be coming up soon. I'm gonna be watching that after this. But all together, good reviews. I recommend this film. I recommend this whole collection here. I haven't seen all the rest ones, but Critters is the best way to go. I like it, and I like it more better than Gremlins. If I had to change that, I'd put Critters instead of Gremlins, because I had more fun watching Critters than that. And I'm excited for the second one I'm about to watch. So hopefully they're not going to be let down. I mean, there's some B movies where I get let down and I look at them a different way. But it's amazing stuff here. I'm going to see if there's anything else to talk about on here. Let's see. They're going to have like a web series. That's cool as hell. It was directed by Stephen Herek, and it was produced by Robert Shaw, like I said before. This is just awesome. 1986, 18 minutes, but at the last minute, let's say, do I recommend this? Yes. Letter grade, A. Number grade, 9. I mean, this is awesome. I love this film, and I think you should enjoy it as well. So check out Critters. Next time you go there, Critters is awesome. Beats Gremlins, sorry. My opinion. Later. Peace.